Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. Well, I'm gonna give you my experience of with this RADRUNNER Plus. It's it's a great bike. It's a great bike. It could be close. It is close to excellent. The quality. This is leather. Um, all the components that it has, they have pretty high quality. I bought this bike on August 12th, 2021, and the cost, it was actually 1900. Well, a lot of people have told me, well, with that price I could get a car, and they're right. You can get a car, but there's a big difference. One is automatically you save on gasoline. It doesn't take much electricity to charge the battery. Another thing is insurance. Another thing, maintenance. And of course, it's a lot of saving. Also, health wise, since this is pedal assist, most of the times I will use this bike pedal assist, and it can go up to 5. See, that's the bike. I turn it on. The light is pretty good. The only thing that I didn't like about the light, for rad power bikes, is is very I had a lot of issues because I had to strap it down to this one. I put the screw and the screw doesn't hold it, so I have to. You can see the screw is over there on a line, and I have to tighten it all the time, and I have to put these straps and just keep it holded. But the light, I'm happy with it. It's pretty good. I usually will ride this bike on speed 3. That's the mode I will ride it. It can go up to 5. I will do 5 only when I'm going up the hill, and of course, even if I'm running, if I'm riding alone, I will use 5. It's like a car, you gotta take different speed modes. It depends, the terrain that you're driving. So most of the time I will be driving 3, because right here where I'm located in Pennsylvania, most of the road is flat. So it's pretty good. I will keep it on 3. I keep it on 3 so I can pedal assist. I mean, I can pedal like a bike. I like this one because I can keep my stomach down, and of course, being healthy is one of my also one of my main things. So in this case, like I'm telling you, I only have one issue. A suggestion, probably also for this company, Rad Power Bikes. As you guys can see, I put electrical black tape is right here. I put it this one because this one came off loose. So if it comes loose, you lose power to the whole bike. So that's why it's very important. This one keeps it in place. But when you're shaking, this one comes loose. So but that's why I will suggest always use electrical. Never use a regular cable, because just remember, you're dealing with electronic parts. You don't want to have any regular cable having here, and then knowing that also messed up your bike. So that's why you see the electrical cable here, because I had to do it there. But otherwise, the quality, the leather, it's already been a month and 3. I mean, a year. I'm sorry, a year and 3 months. And I mean, I cannot say anything about the tires. The tires are pretty good. I had to change one because, of course, the friction, and right now there's snow. Right, I had to buy another one. This one with more protection on for the snow. It's a little bit dirty, of course. I'm sorry. I wasn't planning to do this video, but I think it was necessary to do this video. I have a few scratch. I just did it. I didn't even know how it happened. It probably fell, and I didn't even notice. So I have to find a way to color this. I don't like things to look like this. And like I'm telling you, I mean, the back seat is pretty good. In my suggestion, if you want to really buy a stronger bike, this is a 20 miles speed. You can go up to 25, but most of the times I can only go to 20, which is a street legal. I will suggest, if you live in a city that has uphills, you need to get a bike, and of course it depends the weight. If you having around a weight of more than 300, you and the passenger, or you by yourself. So my suggestion is get a bicycle that can run up to 15 miles per hour, but then you need a motorcycle license. And make sure that, of course, the company that you're getting it has some agreement with the DMV that is going to recognize it as a motorcycle. So you, for that one, you will need a motorcycle license. But yes, that's the difference of going uphill right here. Like I'm telling you, most of the time I'm doing flat. I'm driving on flat road, so I have no issues with that. Another thing. Be careful with the when it's raining. Do not. It's like, just remember, these are electronics. It has a this is a lithium battery. You cannot be driving a bike on the rain like crazy. I see people driving it like crazy, and they have the bicycles, the battery exploding because of the same situation. I mean, no electronics like water, basically. You see, in my case, I always, when it's raining, I will put a big cover. I put it on the back. I put it on these things on where I turn it on. And the pedal, I mean the throttle, because I know those are electronics. I put it here. Those are, and you want to protect your bike. And one suggestion, especially with this bike, it was funny because it was like around 90 degrees. I put it in a room, and I tried to charge it because that's like my charging room. You can call it my charging station or my charging room. So I charged it, and in that room it was like a 90 degrees. And of course, when I tried to charge it, it wouldn't charge. Why was the reason? Because this battery specifically tells you, and of course, my mistake, I didn't read the manual. So I started, reading the stuff. And when I find out you have to have a bicycle in a room temperature, not too hot, not too cold. So my suggestion is always like, from experience, to give it a longer time for your bike, always keep it in a room temperature. If you're going to charge a battery, in my case, I end up buying another battery so that I have an extra battery. In my suggestion, if you come from outside and it's a 20 degrees outside, 20 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius, Fahrenheit, and you in your house is 70 degrees, my suggestion is leave it 30 to an hour. This way it becomes into room temperature, and then you charge the battery, because you can mess that up, and you can also cut the life of the battery. So the more things you do to take care of your bike, to live longer, is gonna last longer. That's my experience and my another experience. And let's continue. Let's see what else I can remember, because when I do these reviews or my experience, I gave you guys my experience. I'm not having a book, or I already have everything on my mind that I need to talk to, but I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell people what they want to hear. I just gonna tell you what I come from experience. And also being on the road, and then people telling me oh, this and that. So in this case, I added a bike trailer. It takes anybody that goes to ShopRite and Walmart. They I can carry. I have a bag over here. I put it on the back seat, and then I will use a bike trailer. I actually carry 2 shopping carts. My suggestion: just be careful on the road. Most of the people driving, they don't even follow the rules of driving. I have people, almost trying to run over me, beeping on me all the time, and of course, also when you're riding the bike, you gotta follow the rules. I already know the rules of, for cars. I studied them, and I have my permit for driving. I follow the rules for driving, because you're driving a bicycle, electric bike, and yeah, you got to be careful on the road too. So in that case, you know, why did I get an electric bike? There was a study done here in the United States. That 70% of the people in the whole United States, they drive locally, which means they just drive the car and go to the groceries and back and forth. So and it makes no sense for me. It makes no sense because I don't travel state to state. If you travel state, yeah, basically you need a car. But in my case, I most of the times I do locally, business locally. So I don't really need a car in that case. What's the difference? The same thing that I explained before, like, you save in insurance, you save on gas, and of course you're becoming more healthy. And that's the thing. The only thing, if you're a CC, I'm sorry to say that, if you're a complainer, if you complain about everything, the weather sometimes when it gets too cold and you need to, wrap up or get sick. But most of the times I have no issues with the weather, because I deal with stuff like that. So and what I like is the exercise, like I'm telling you. From my experience, all the components pretty excellent quality. It's just that some things, like I'm telling you, like the light, it became loose. I have to strap it down. The screw is even there. I had to screw it a lot of times, and this also moved a little bit. I had to I have to be doing it, timing it. Those are my only issues. But it is what it is. Sometimes you have to deal with stuff. You cannot have everything. And my suggestion become how to do things. I mean, I had I bought this tire. I replaced it by myself, and you learn stuff. So in that case, it saved me good money, because people would charge me like 100 something just to replace the tire. So what I did, you do yourself. I mean, I'm at to do, I like to do stuff myself, it's stuff that I know. Another experience, another tip. This is where you tighten up the brakes. If you don't have, if the brakes are becoming, they're not working or something like that. This is how you tighten it clockwise. You know how it goes. You tighten it counterclockwise. You loosen, so that this is pretty good. So I haven't had no issues with the brakes. It's been working pretty good. I already bought a tire for this one, because right now it's snow, and I don't like to drive with a flat, like, you need this protection for the snow, and especially because slippery. The out of the 3 years that I've been driving these bikes, I only had one accident, but it was with the other bike. It was very slippery. Thank God it didn't go. I would have. It would have been nice if somebody would have recorded me. There was nobody there. I just fell there by myself. But it was very slippery. Very slippery. It was. It was like an ice skating. That's what happened. But thank God, nothing. I didn't fall on my head. I was. I didn't get hurt. So that was the main thing. But just be careful, people. There are too many. I don't want to say curse words, but there's people. That know the rules, and I see people, they don't follow the rules, and they don't care about the rules, and they will try to, you got to take care of yourself. So just follow the rules, just when you're driving bicycles, because if you're going against a car, they definitely gonna crash you. And that's my suggestion. And I hope you guys have a good you know inside of this. But this is a pretty good bike, Rad Power bikes. I already gave you my not what I think, but I have experience. Just remember, if you want to ride a bike and a passenger, it's going to be over 300. The specs for this one is 20 miles on speed. It can go up to 40 miles range. If it depends also on the weight that you're carrying. And it is pretty. It's a pretty good bike. I tell my kids to go on the bike to school. So I hope this experience helps you, and thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your views, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.